I built a massive planet in hardcore Minecraft. This was by far the biggest project I've ever built. It literally took me over 40 hours to build. Was all my effort worth it? Well, make sure you watch to the end to find out. I'm not sure if I'll actually be able to finish building the planet, so I might just be talking to myself right now, but if you're seeing this, then that means I did it, so, you know, that's pretty cool. I want the planet to be right at the top of the build limit, so... So this is where the bottom of the planet will be. So I'll use some dirt for the building blocks, and then I'll just build 5 blocks up, and this is where I'll build the next layer. So and this is where the next ring starts. I'll light these up along the way, and I'll just keep doing the same thing. And there we go. So this is the first ring. Yeah, this is like, that's only the first 5 blocks tall. What do you... So that's only the first 5 blocks tall, and it's gonna be 89 blocks tall. It's gonna be huge. Okay. I was looking online for other people that have made a planet, but I couldn't find anyone that did it in survival, never mind doing it in hardcore. And I don't really get why that is. Hey, so it's the future version of me. I figured out why nobody has done this before, and it's because it's a massive project. Like, it took forever to do this. So yeah, problem solved. That's why it's never been done before. Yeah, alright. We're officially at the halfway point, and this thing it's massive. Yeah, that is huge. This might be too big to build. So even though that's only the frame and only half the planet, I've used over a full shulker box of dirt, so I need to go grab a bunch more. I guess I'll just keep building the rest of the frame. It's probably going to take about an hour to do the rest. So, and boom, there we go. So this is the framework for the planet finished, and it is massive. Like this is crazy. Oh. This is so sad. So building this took about 3 shulker boxes full of dirt, and yeah, that's a lot of dirt. This is gonna look so cool when it's filled in. So let's start filling it in. So I want to build a planet with a bunch of different biomes, and I guess the first one we can do is the regular plains biome. So we need to get some trees. I forgot I need shears. And I also need a bunch of wood. And I'll also need a bunch of green dye because I can't use grass on the planet. And I can smelt all the cacti. And I'll use the green dye to make a bunch of green concrete powder. That should be good for now. We can fly up to the top here and start placing it in. So this is meant to look like grass. And the reason I'm using this instead of regular grass is because if I use regular grass, then from the side it looks like dirt. And the green concrete powder does look very similar to grass, so it works. Now the only problem with the concrete powder is that I can't put it on the side here because it'll fall. So I need to build out some platforms with temporary blocks just so I can place the concrete on something without it falling.
Yoink! Huh?
You just stole the torch. It looks so cool from over here. Yeah, this is gonna be super sick. Now I can just place the rest of the concrete powder in. Probably should have lit this place up first. And I'm already out of green concrete, and I still have a lot to go. So... and there we go. That should be everything. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Now we can start working on adding different trees and bushes and stuff like that. So the trees up here are really easy to do. All I need is dirt, saplings, and bone meal, and there we go. But it gets trickier as we get to the side of the planet because these trees, instead of sticking straight up, they're going to be sticking up to the side. I'll try putting one right here. So since it's on the corner here, it should go like that, I think. Yeah, that looks good. So if you look at it as if you're standing on the planet, it looks like it's just straight up. I think what would be cool is if I were to put a little pond in here. Ow. Let's try that again.
Wow.
First try. So I'll fill the bottom in with stone. And I'll also sprinkle in a bit of andesite in here. Oh, I forgot it turns into concrete. Okay, there we go. That works. Let's take a look. Ooh, that looks pretty sick. Yeah, I like that a lot. Perfect. So now we can start working on the next biome, and I'm thinking it should be a snow biome. I think there's a way to get infinite snow if I just make a snowman. I don't remember the name of it. But yeah, so I'll need a pumpkin. I think it needs to be sheared, and I need some snow. So I'll build a little thing for him. I think just like that. Yeah, perfect.
Wow.
And then, yeah, nice. Yeah, this is actually going to take me a long time. I've been doing this for like 2 minutes and I only have almost 3 stacks.
Huh?
And on top of all the snow, I'll need to grab some packed ice. Luckily, in the last episode, I grabbed way more packed ice than I needed. I guess for the snow biome, I'll put it on this side. And this is going to be a lot easier than the other biome because snow won't fall, meaning I can just spam it everywhere. Now, the reason I'm just placing these somewhat randomly is because I don't want it to be a perfectly round planet. I think that would just kind of look weird. I want to have irregular ridges to it. I want to have little areas that extend further than you would expect, like this. I think that'll just make the end result look way cooler. Can I place a torch here without it melting? Sweet. They will not melt. That is epic. Now I'll take this packed ice and build some spikes with it. Like that maybe? Yeah, that works. That's pretty nice. But it is on the side of the planet, so it should be leaning that way. So I guess it should be more like this. Yeah, that works. And there are also just some random surfaces that are made of packed ice. Yeah, that looks nice. So we're finished with 2 biomes. Now, if we're just walking on the planet, as we get further down the planet, our perspective sort of shifts. So it looks like we're rotating with the planet's curve. So that is pretty cool. It's already looking super cool with only 2 biomes in it. So imagine how cool it's gonna look when I have the entire planet filled with different biomes. So make sure you keep watching to the end to see that. This is how much of the planet we've covered so far, and we have all the rest of this to do still. I'm starting to realize why I haven't seen anybody else build a planet in survival Minecraft before, but I've passed the point of no return, so I sort of have to finish this. Can I do it? I hope so. I want to make the next biome a desert biome, so... Alright, we have over a full shulker box of sandstone. Nice. I'll grab a bunch of green dye, and with the green dye, I'll make green wool. The green wool is going to be the cactus because cactus only grows upwards. That doesn't really work when I'm trying to grow it on the side of the planet. I guess I'll make the biome in this section here. So I'll just grab a bunch of sandstone and I fell. And I'll do the same thing that I did with the snow biome. Now we can start adding the cacti in. I'll put one here. It should be on an angle. I'll do this. Okay, yeah, that works. The ones on this part of the planet look kind of weird, but there isn't really a way to make it look better than that. I also want to just sprinkle in some sandstone. Put some here. Maybe here. And yeah, that's looking good. This planet's already looking super sick, so just imagine what it's gonna look like when it's completely filled in. Yeah, we've barely made any progress, and it's already looking that cool. I'm excited to see what it looks like at the end. Oh, I'll save you, wandering trader. Oh. Okay. The next biome I'm gonna make is a mushroom biome. Mycelium just looks like dirt from the side, so I can't use that. I think the closest block to the top of mycelium is light gray terracotta. So I'll head to the Mesa Biome. Oh, I should get a beacon. I'm gonna have to steal the beacon back from my house. Sorry, beacon. I will place you back here. So I'll place the beacon here, and I'll give myself haste 1 and haste 2, and we insta-mine the terracotta. Perfect. Place the beacon back down. Sorry, house. The last thing I'll need to get are some of these mushroom trees. Oh my, that was a creeper. I'll just be doing pretty much the same thing as what I've been doing for the rest of the biomes, and that is just randomly placing the base blocks in like this. And boom, there we go. Now I can add some mushroom trees to it. I'll start with the brown mushroom. That looks good. Perfect. The trees that are going to be really hard to make are the red trees. So I guess like that. Whenever I place a block beside another block and then remove it, it like cuts off one of the sides of the block. That makes it really annoying to do this. This is really bad. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Next up, I want to build a Mesa Biome. I'll make the base of the Mesa Biome orange terracotta. And there we go. Now I want to use some of this white and black terracotta to make it look more like a Mesa Biome. So I guess I'll sort of just do layers, a layer of black terracotta. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I will try to make it look decent. Okay, I think that look is the best we're gonna get. I'll also put some cacti on the red sandstone. It's not easy making a Mesa Biome on its side, but I don't think this looks terrible, so I guess we'll just move on. Just so you can get an idea of how much progress we've made so far, this is what it looked like at the start of the video, and this is what it looks like now. We've already made a ton of progress, but I don't think the progress is fast enough. There are only 2 more biomes that I want to do before we start working on making custom biomes, so let's go ahead and grab the resources for those biomes. Oh. 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 I'm sorry. Okay. Did that hit the pigment? That legitimately couldn't have gone any worse. Oh, nice. Now we have all the different materials we'll need to build 2 more biomes, so let's go ahead and just build them. We recently hit 200,000 subscribers, which is pretty crazy, so thank you to everyone who's subscribed. I put a lot of effort in these videos, which is why I tend to not upload for like 2 or 3 weeks at a time, but I plan on making a lot more of these, so if you don't want to miss out, then make sure to subscribe and also turn on post notifications so you can see the next video a little bit earlier. Alright, it looks like the time lapse is almost done, so I gotta get out of here, I guess. The planet is definitely coming along nicely, but we're pretty much out of the interesting normal biomes we can make, so we gotta start making custom biomes. Now the first custom biome I want to make is going to be the Geode Biome, I think it's called. So I know there's one over here. Yeah, here we go. So I guess I'll just mine out this entire thing. We actually got a pretty good amount of materials from that. So I guess right here would be the perfect spot. I'll start by adding a geode. Now, these are pretty tough to make, but I think that looks pretty natural. And around it, I'll just do a layer of the white calcite. Then around everything, I'll just be putting smooth basalt. Perfect. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. So I'll make a couple more of these around it and just fill in the rest with the smooth basalt. Okay, and that is that biome finished. For this one, I'm thinking of having it be a bunch of the different stone variants. So I'll first put the base layer of stone. Okay, the stone base is in place. So now I'll just like take a chunk out of different parts and then just replace it with diorite, granite, and andesite. And I'll also place some different ores around. So coal, iron, copper, gold, lapis, redstone, and diamonds. There we go. That biome's looking good. So now we have 1 more custom biome to do before we start changing it up again. For the last biome, I want to make it farm themed, which means I need to get a lot more dirt. Okay, there's the base layer. Now I want this to sort of look like a village, so I'll add a wooden path, I guess. Now I want to build a little house. I guess right here would be a good spot. Okay, let's see. That looks pretty weird. It does look like a house though, so that's cool. Now I'll add some small details like a stack of hay bales, maybe some pumpkins, and I'll also add some trees. Nice, that looks pretty cool. We've done pretty much the top half of the planet, so now I can explain what I want to do for the bottom half. I'll have this ring around the entire planet be the different biomes from the nether, and then for the underside of the planet, I'll try to mimic what this end looks like. So we'll have different obsidian pillars and the portal in the center. To build the giant ring of nether biomes, I'll probably need close to 10 shulker boxes full of nether materials. So 2 hours later, we have the 7 chests of items, so I guess we just need to place all these blocks in now. This is gonna take a long time. Here's the base layer done for the Crimson biome. The nether wart block is the closest to the normal ground, so that's what I decided to use. But that would make the trees look kind of weird because the leaves would be the same as the ground. So for the trees, I'm just going to have no leaves. Wow. And I'll also throw in some shroom lights. Yeah, it's definitely looking weird, but when I finish the ring of nether, it'll hopefully look a lot more natural. So I'll do the same thing I did here with 3 other biomes around the ring, and we'll see what that looks like. Okay, it's been 5 or 6 hours. I don't even know at this point, but I've done the 4 different biomes. So to complete the ring of nether, I just need to fill in the blank spots with nether wasteland. So I'll randomly spread in some nether quartz, as well as nether gold, and some ancient debris, because why not? And there we go. Before I show you the nether ring, I do want to completely finish the planet. So I stole the beacon from my house, and I'll build a beacon here. So I want to get obsidian, and I'll also grab a bunch of endstone. And boom. Finally, the planet's completely closed in. I want to make a copy of the portal up here, upside down. There's the portal, and then gray wool for the bedrock around it, and then the bedrock pillar at the top. I also want to add a mini version of the obsidian pillars. There's one right here, so I'll put a mini version of it right up here. Yeah, that looks pretty good as a pillar. So I'll make 9 more of these, matching these pillars here. Okay, I've finished placing all the pillars in, so now we can take a look at what it looks like. Oh, that looks super cool. So all the mini pillars correspond to the size of the big pillars here. Like, this pillar is the biggest one among these, so this mini version of this pillar is the biggest among all of these. Actually, this pillar is a little bit too far out. Should I fix it? Alright, yeah, that's much better. Perfect.